Hello and welcome back to episode 68 of The Long Dark. I'm Vic and you're watching yet another Let's Play channel. So let's go see if we can get eaten by a bear, huh? I really want what's in that bunker, and that bear is what you might call in my way. Ooh. More timber wolves? That's a bit of a problem, isn't it? So is trying to go down that hill. Don't do that, dummy. You know what? If I'm going to go screw around with a bear, and or a pack of timber wolves, this is not the time to be carrying a bunch of extra stuff that I want but don't need this very instant. So let's go over here. That is, yeah, that's the Foreman's Clear Cut trailer. I might actually have some stuff in there that I want anyway. Because the whole world is full of stuff that I want. I just want to pile it all up in my own private little hidey hole. And frankly, I don't trust anybody who doesn't think like that. So that's just, you know, basic instinct. Alright, they're just passing through. Bedroll. Not in great shape. Cloth. Nice. Food I don't want. Jeans I don't want. Book I don't want. Okay. Well, I shouldn't be surprised that it's mostly full of stuff I don't want. Maybe I didn't actually leave anything I want behind here. Banged up tomato soup. Too banged up. No thank you. That one too, I bet. Yes. Okay, so where am I going to hide my goodies? Was there not a... There was not. So we're just going to put it on the floor right here. Let's see, we'll drop that, and those, and that, and this, and that. That gets us back under weight, but if I'm going to put down a bear, I'm going to want to carry the stuff that he leaves behind. Right? Come on. I mean, I guess it's okay to leave those, but... Carrying some extra clothes. I mean, who cares? Alright, I guess that's fine for now. At the very least, we're not over-encumbered anymore. This is not good bear harvesting weather, but it's not the worst. So that's where I came down from. And that's where I'm going to. And somewhere over there... What is that? Is that one of my wolves? It doesn't seem to be moving. I think it's probably just a rock. But it looks kind of wolfy. And I know there are wolves over here. There were just a minute ago. I wonder what would happen if I managed to send a wolf toward the bear. Would they be friends? They ought not be friends. They probably wouldn't mess with each other. Well, that's fine, wolves. I don't need to play with you. I have bigger fish to fry. How much does a bear weigh? Gotta be like 600 or 800 pounds at least, right? Okay, there's the hatch. That's not my bear, that's a deer. Alright, what do we got in here?
Let's see if they left anything useful.
The answer is yes.
I think I can use this.
I'm not going to take stuff with me right now, because I would prefer to deal with the bear situation first. Oh. Tell me I didn't... I did. I left my lantern oil behind. Is there any down here? Boy, wouldn't that be convenient for me. The answer...
That'll come in handy.
Okay, you know what? Forget the moose. I'm no longer interested in messing with a moose. And, frankly, if I leave without messing with the bear, I can live with that too. In which case, the bad decision that I promised you will be making you that promise in the first place.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
So, I mean, that still sort of counts, right? Oh, well, I guess the other bad decision was not filling up my lantern. Okay, you know what? There are flares here, so we can use one. I didn't even look to see whether that MRE was
Could
in
end
any
up being useful.
kind of good shape. Board summary: extensive evidence of both pre- and post-incarceration trauma. Spiral fractures of the humerus on both arms. Cervical ligament damage. Radiology studies suggest multiple shoulder dislocations. Patient reports post-concussion syndrome. Recommend evaluation under compassionate release criteria. Psychological survey suggests very low risk of recidivism. Wow. Well, that's a pretty serious indictment of the conditions at Black Rock.
What have we here?
What we have here is a better lantern that also has oil in it. So, goodbye. Oh, that's why it's empty. It's because I had it on when the stupid mine collapsed on me. Duh. And, yeah, things being what they are,
I think I can use this.
I'm not going to come back here. I'm going to take my goodies, and I'm going to go. I am so happy about that moose satchel. That's a real treat. I suppose in terms of like good video value, it's a little disappointing that I'm just gonna chicken out of fighting both the bear and the moose. But let's be honest, I am not a toe-to-toe stand-up-and-fighter kind of guy. I would much rather take the sneak attack, the ambush, and make use of every advantage available And that's not fun to watch, because it means a whole lot of me, like, creeping around and deciding that the moment isn't right and waiting, and then finally taking a chance. And it isn't until the taking a chance part that it might be fun. But, I mean, if I have to record hours and hours of video to get that, it's going to be frustrating for me, and it's going to be a pain to edit. And I think it'd probably also be kind of a letdown anyway, because
I'm going to have to leave something behind.
You know, you won't get to, I don't need to bring those mittens with me. You won't get to enjoy the setup. But hey, yeah, now I'm only slightly over carry weight. We've got the goodies. I have a feeling that, well, I know that our time wandering around in the wilderness is coming to an end. So, you know, it's not like even if I made a bearskin bedroll, it would do me a bunch of good. If anything, it'd just be me doing a bunch of sitting around off camera, waiting for skins to cure, and then saying that I made it. And then we're gonna go and I think be stuck in the prison doing crazy stuff. So yeah, not a very good use of my time, and not a use of your time at all. Why is that still marked? That shouldn't be marked. I mean, I'm not gonna not get credit for the side quest. I went into the bunker. Unacceptable. I saw that little rock and I was like, oh, it's my bear. It's not my bear. And also that would have been really upsetting. So let's go back to the bunker and, hey, maybe we'll get another shot at me being dumb about a bear. But I'm gonna hope that that's not what happens. I'd really like to just... Why didn't I get credit, though? What did I miss in there? Usually with those things, it's like there's a particular container that you've got to loot, or like a note you've got to find, and then you get credit. So I must have missed something. Just in case. Okay. Well, we're getting really lucky so far on the wild animal encounters. And now that I've shot off my mouth, the bear is going to be just over this ridge. And boy, will I be happy if he ruins some of my fancy wilderness outfit here. It's the deer again. Why are you a deer now? You used to be a bear. So, give me your secrets. Eh? There it is. Those lights keep coming back over and over. Never stops, ever since that first night. And the wolves are strange critters now. It's got to be down to something at Black Rock, but I just don't know. It's all getting fuzzy around the edges. I keep dreaming of the sea, being back on the water again. I see myself tumbling down the mountain, can't stop myself. River swallows me up. Never should have stayed around here after I got out. Was like a big hole, and now I'm sitting on the edge of it looking back down where I already was. Like the doc said back then, keep writing. If you're writing, you're breathing. There we go. All right. So I suppose one of the things that we have to wonder is, oh, there's my bear. Screw you, bear. No longer interested. That person was obviously unwell, and I think we have some reason to believe that they were also the subject of that medical report we read, which suggests, yeah, good. So now we just got those 2 convict caches. Subject of the medical report. So they clearly had a very bad time at Black Rock and may have suffered some lasting damage as a result. Maybe that is the cause of their psychological condition, but maybe the aurora is also affecting people. So we have the beginnings of a pretty good story about why the auroras and what the auroras at this point. I think it may very well be possible that the radio astronomy station that is clearly going to be where we wind up is involved in nice. That was a top-notch throw, wasn't it? Anyway, that it's probably that it was involved in some kind of research project that caused the aurora, and of course, especially if it turns out to be affecting the people, a reasonable guess is military, right? You know, like some kind of wacko HARP kind of conspiracy theory craziness research, which would be kind of a fun conclusion. On the other hand, I feel like something like that might be a bit unsatisfying. Because, you know, actually, I don't know. I'm starting to wonder, actually, if there will be such a thing as a satisfying ending. Maybe the only satisfaction that we should hope for is to see Will reunited with Astrid, and for her to say, you know, that she's able to complete whatever her original mission was. Maybe that's really all we can ask for. Yeah, you know, and I've talked before about endings being unsatisfying. I think I've talked specifically about Lost, which is my favorite example, and about how, you know, sometimes explaining the thing doesn't always produce the satisfaction that you might hope it does. And so it does seem possible, if not likely, that any explanation of the aurora and resolution of the quiet apocalypse would actually be disappointing. So maybe what I should hope for is that that's all we get. That we get Will and Astrid reunited, that Astrid makes her way to Perseverance Mills and solves what is likely a relatively benign disease outbreak, and that's the end of it. No explanation of the aurora, no big conspiracy, just being done. And I'm sure that that would upset people too, without a doubt. But yeah, I think that probably would be less frustrating than the alternative. The alternative being an explanation that falls short. Yeah, you better bounce on out of here, dear. I might just grab you by the horns and, I don't know, break your neck or something. Where am I going? Yeah, I think this is... What time is it? Oh, the sun's going down. This is not the best time to be just wandering around looking for goodies. That's the substation right there? It's not. Have I been there? Yeah, I have. That house is wrecked, and then there's the barn back there. I've taken shelter there before, I remember now. We gotta be getting close, right? I'm not getting close. Keep it together, man. There are wolves over there. I remember that now. Walking into the wind is arguably the best way to get anywhere that you're trying to go. Especially when you're carrying 43 kilograms of stuff on your back. I'm getting further and further off course, I think. I should have followed the road the other direction, maybe. And the sun continues to set. Alright, we'll go this way, I think. Yeah, this will get us back on course. And we're not walking into the wind anymore. It's a win-win, except for the commies. For them, it's more of a lose-lose. Triple bonus points if you get that reference. I would be a little surprised if either one of the two people that's ever going to watch this video gets that. But they might. So I need to get around and up. Man, remember at the beginning of episode 4 when I didn't have any stuff and this weather would have sent me running back home to the infirmary? We've come a long way. So it's got to be up there, right? How the hell am I supposed to get up there? There's a climbing rope there, but it's not. It is going to take me where I want to go. But I can't climb rope right now because I'm carrying too much shite. You know what? Let's go hit the other one, and then we can figure this out on the way back. More walking around in the dark and the cold, but at least the wind has died down. I did say already that that I double-checked my math on the temperatures and noticed that some of the extremes...
So night can't be far behind.
I was talking about actually aren't as extreme as I thought they were, right? During the recent winter storm, my weather station recorded a temperature of like minus 23 degrees Celsius, I think, which, don't get me wrong, is quite cold. And I'm certainly glad that I was indoors and not out in it. But it does kind of drive home the point that those temperatures are just not as out there as I thought they were. I would have thought that minus 23 Celsius was like, I believe actually that I even commented that that was like extravagantly cold. It was beyond reasonable, and it's not. It's below 0 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's cold. And they crept right up on me, didn't they? This is not a great spot for this fight. Alright. Yeah. Get out of here. And they're gone. So let's deal with the blood loss situation, shall we? Yeah. Wolf bite. That's what everybody wants when they're running around in the snow and the dark, is to get bit by a wolf. Now, where the hell was I going? Okay. Those guys crept up on me way too easy. Now, what do we think? Let's go high. It is much more pleasant and quiet when we're not carrying a marine flare around. Maybe it's something about the smell. Maybe the different chemicals involved are just more offensive to the nose, and that's why they dissuade the wolves better. It's gonna be near here. Like right there.
Aha! Here it is. This'll come in handy.
Yes, please. Hell yes. Okay. Excellent. So it is somewhat better. Better wind resistance. It'll probably be better temperature resistance after I fix up the condition also. Good. And now it's time to make my way to someplace safe to bunker down for the night. So what do we got? I think the substation is where we're headed for this evening. And I don't want to use any of those porks and beans when they're cold, because they're so much better warm. And I'm not hungry enough for an MRE yet, so we'll just hold off on that for a little bit. I just need to remember to eat before I start starving, or I'll lose 5 kilos of carry weight, which is no good. I'm not sure where that wolf is, and I'd rather not tangle with him in the dark. And I don't really want to go that way anyway, because I'm trying to get to the substation, so that's fine. And we've now been pretty much all over the map, and we have not found any ice fishing huts. And I don't think I know how to just do a heckin' ice fish. So what's up with that? I mean, we were finding lines and fishing tackles all over the place. There's the substation. We just got to get in there. Okay, in any case, we are all out of time for episode 68. So come back and see me again in episode the meme number, and I will have had a little nap, and we'll be ready to get back to our cache hunting situation. Talk to you soon.